initialized.
What's up, guys? It's Blackman back with some more RA content. Hot off the presses, it is tournament season because Combined Arms has announced their tournament that was supposed to be done like a year ago. I think there was plenty of signups. I'm not sure why it didn't happen, but it didn't. But now it looks like it's going to go happen. So we got Milkman's tournament, which is supposed to happen tomorrow, and we got a Combined Arms tournament. So we're starting to get back into the swing of things, which is really nice. On to the game now, of course. We have Prinzpi in his red playing as France. He is going to be up against a very tough opponent today because his opponent is going to be Fake Mint, which is Despro, of course, playing in his like cav-ish purpley color. He is playing as France, so we got an allied mirror. We're on greener pastures. This map is quite well known from Vlad. 4 mine start, which is pretty cool. Double ore mine here. Same one on the back side, and then you got 2 single mine expansions, so kind of a standard layout. You have one mostly safe oil derrick, although I've seen this oil derrick quickly die, especially if people want to push this middle. There's one oil derrick down on the corner street side. Looks like Prinzpi being very sparse, and he's maybe going to try to contest both these, at least with one rifle there. Despro is going to go try to take that middle first, which, I mean, you know, it's free hospitals, free vision. If you can get a good engagement here, it's definitely worth it. It's just really a question of, you know, do you really want to risk that engagement there? If I'm Prinzpi, like, honestly, take the hospital. I don't really care. Especially when I'm allies, I'm just gonna build medics anyways. So if you want to send all your rifles in, that's cool. That's gonna let me control one of these oil derricks even better. And you know, also if I'm Prinzpi here, maybe if I don't have my rifles so spread out, I have this one rifle here and I see it dies to a rather large number of infantry. That's like a good sign that I can just push a lot more extra infantry down this way, or try to guess which way Despro is going to go. And you know, defender's advantage is pretty big and it's hard to beat that. If you can beat it, then you will. Ooh, nice little micro back there. That hospital actually going to come into play because that soldier's probably going to get healed up. Let's just oh, he's like 1 cell away. Looks like the snipe is not going to happen over there. I hear more rifles dying somewhere, but I don't know where. So he goes right here in the middle. Just trying to find a scout in there, not a bad idea at all. You can always find some early rockets, which it's just a little soon. And rifle in the back does go down. So Prinzpi playing pretty good so far, keeping his engineer really safe. Had some rifles here, those rifles there, looking around. Despro's gonna get his secondary oil just a little bit quicker. Probably gonna get maybe $100 extra. I think it might cycle through, but we'll have to see. I think if I remember correctly, the like tick is independent of the capture, so you get 100 on capture, and then if it's just within the 16 seconds that it's going to give you money, you can get like an extra 200. So it's not something you can really plan for. OpenRA is a little bit too fast, despite it's a slow paced game, but it's always interesting when you get basically like $200 for free instead of the normal 100. Despro out with a ranger already, and Prinzpi just up with 3 harvesters, 4th one coming out, so you should start pumping out those infantry. Despro, he's mixing some medics, which is always good. His 4th harvester now coming out, so he's got his ranger out. He's probably going to come up here and capture that one. Ranger out for Prinzpi as well. Looks like he's going to do the exact opposite. So these players just perfectly mirroring each other. So far, I think Despro's a little bit quicker, but I think that is to be expected. Despro is a very high APM player, probably one of the best micro players in OpenRA, just because he carries that from World of Warcraft 3, I think is what he played. So that's definitely a more APM intensive game than OpenRA for sure. A lot more abilities and stuff to use as well. These 2 rifles going to go down. Despro is going to get away with that, and the engineer is going to get out of there safe. Honestly, those 3 rifles not going to do anything. If Despro really wanted, he could just kill him, but he's going to drive away for now. Not too worried about him. MCVs are relatively close. Looks like Despro is actually somehow behind, so a little bit extra micro costume there, but again, that's something that he tends to do, is not queue up his stuff. He just kind of does it as he needs to, which is a fantastic talent if you can keep it up. Unfortunately for Despro, sometimes he does not, and he falls behind on his free queuing, which, you know, he's more than capable of making up for that difference. He's definitely squashed me despite not building for quite a time, but you know, I'm an old has-been. I'm an old never was-been, technically, so I like that there's Harvester's trying to push this MCV here. MCVs are slow. Despro's MCV going to cross. Same thing with Prinzpi, probably gonna, yep, just deploy right there. I do like that Despro is like moving out his army in front of his MCV though. Like, Despro's not typically the player, but he can be known for it, sure, to have like some light tanks or something right here and just kind of intercept that MCV. That would have been a very quick and poor position for Prinzpi there. Oh, he's trying to get back there. It looks like the engineer did get capped by the oil derricks. That's unfortunate for him. Tank decides it wants to hang out in the back, and Despro is going to fix that. And Prinzpi already moved out of his main MCV. Despro a little bit slower on that. Honestly, I think that's really fine. You don't really need to take this oil derrick as quickly. Although, Despro is kind of conga lining here, but he's going to catch a great angle on Prinzpi, and that is 2 like small blobs of infantry shaved off, and he's going to get even more right here because those tanks are out of position. And those medics doing a number. There's only been 2, 3, 4, 5 now bounties up for Prinzpi. So Despro having a really good engagement so far. Yeah, 5,000 to 36,000, 3,600 rather. And he's already up to tier 2, so this can be a quick tech from him. Both those tanks go down for Prinzpi, which is actually pretty big too. So yeah, the tank count it's 50% for Prinzpi. That is, you know, it's one of those things that you don't really think about, but having that much less armor is a big problem. Oh, looks like Despro built another engineer maybe, and he's going to capture that oil derrick, so he's playing the Faz route. He's really caring for those oil derricks, which, you know, not American, so it's kind of surprising. Not sure where those medics were going. I guess one of them just has to be sacrificed to the medic gods. Usually you go to the oil gods, but we're trying for something else there. And yeah, Despro has mechanics mission in the bottom right. That army is going to be pretty good. He's getting chased back for now, but hasn't even lost a tank. Still hasn't lost a tank, which is surprising. Hopefully he sends that back to repair. But I think this attack will be pretty good. There's not much here. You know, there's only the one harvester. Oh, perfectly placed pillbox does see the mechanic. I'll be curious to see if Prinzpi does think that maybe there's an attack coming, since the mechanic's probably not going to be out there by themselves. First Blackhawk already out there too, so this is a very quick game. 7 minutes in, we already got tier 2. Despro has perfect vision on it. Oh, and he's going to get a bunch of rockets. One more. Nope. Oh, that artillery though. Oh, it misses so far, but I think this one's going to be good. Oh, that was a huge shot. Oh my god. Now those medium tanks going a little too soon over here. Hopefully he does still have one more mechanic, so he might actually... Oh, I guess those are on Milkman. Okay. But he's still going to retain a tank, which is really good. Trades off a medic for it. Still got 2 more. And he sends that tank home, which is nice to see. But he's in a very precarious position here. Luckily, that pillbox was stuck firing on the tank for a second there. He's going to have to back out there. Prinzpi, ooh, he has aggressively taken this side too, so that is actually nice. So Despro is going to be down on eco if Prinzpi can hold this, but at the same time, I don't know, it's going to be very hard for Prinzpi. His army is slowly getting dwindled again on the left side, but Despro, he has a ranger with an engineer. He should probably go capture that oil derrick, since Despro has taken on back and destroyed an oil derrick, so it's a 2-1 on oil derrick right now, and there is a ton already. Despro is not screwing around this game. He is going to take it to Prinzpi if Prinzpi is not careful. Oh, his little flank over there getting perfectly spotted. Unfortunately, that tank is in the back, and there's a lot of juicy rockets that are going down there, but I feel like Prinzpi will be able to do it just with the vision advantages there. Rangers are going to come in and scout. Tanya's in the middle. He's going to retreat back. I mean, he could be using this Blackhawk a little bit more to actively scout. There's not much there. He could just shave off like a little slice there. You know, Tanya's going to be a big deal in dealing with all those. Prinzpi's also looks like he's a little on rockets there. Should be pretty bad. That tank, not long for this world, pretty much instantly gets popped. Oh, 2 medium tanks flanking down here. Despro did finally manage to expand it to a corner. So the only downside for Prinzpi is, you know, it kind of has backwards expand, which is never a huge problem, but you don't want to leave that MC from the front line when you need base defenses. Here we go. Tanya's in a great position. Prinzpi is not in a good position at all. Do like this tank flank on the back, but Tanya gets some free kills there. Oh, and he is going to grab an MCV down here. So that is a big win. If you can kill that ref, that would be great. Advanced power plant as well. Blackhawk's just on attack move there and got stuck on a tank, which is not great. And where did these 2 tanks come from? I think they were killing the artillery. Tanya taking some pillbox fire and getting instantly healed up. Blackhawk goes down for Prinzpi, so at least he's on tier 2. But now Despro is into a main eco line. He's going to get those harvesters away quickly, which is nice. Not going to lose too much here at all, but Yeah, he's gonna have to rotate pretty much all of his armies back. He's got this one killing the ref, which is great. Those 2 tanks got cleaned up. This one gotta get cleaned up too. Oh, did he get a cap off? I don't think so. See the engineers back in there. Looks like I think Prinzpi just sold something. Should kill the power plant, and Prinzpi should not engage into that. Not when he knows there's a Tanya and 2 artilleries, and he only has the 1 Black Hawk. Get the sniper artillery, sure, but yeah, Tanya's definitely a priority, and that's what he's going for. And those medics just so annoying, costing him the Black Hawk to deal it, and it was almost a full salvo. But he's in a decent defense here. Despro's not gonna have a great time, I think, as long as those rockets stay alive. GPS goes off. Unfortunately, this was not 4.3, so I just happened to see it, did not hear it. Another tank down there for Prinzpi. I'm not sure what it's doing, but pulled the harvesters off, which is nice. And for some reason, Despro is just not attacking with this army. I'm not sure why. Maybe since he lost Tanya, he feels like it's not as good, which, to be fair, it is. It's a lot of medics. But, you know, 1 artillery is always a threat. That 1 artillery, that one's going to be a good shot. Yep, decent shot. That one probably going to miss. Despro splitting. And Prinzpi kind of over-microing. Oh, there's a little tank flank from there. Already got 1 harvester. And he's blocking the war factory. Unfortunately, the ranger goes down. Oh, artillery goes up to feet 2 and gets a nice little snipe on the counter artillery there. Fortunately, those medic squads are finally getting depleted. That artillery going to go down to a Black Hawk as well. Despro's little flank over here. I mean, it did get the harvester and pulled another one off, but I don't expect it to do much. Although I guess Despro just has the advantage there, just slightly. There's no more infantry left, so he's probably going to be able to kill that ref. Prinzpi does have an army there, so he'll be okay. But here is another big army with Tanya, and Despro is expanded again. This is a new MCV as well, so he's going to be able to establish that his eco's probably got to be in the gutters somehow. He's only earned 3k less than Prinzpi, but he does have like a 10k less asset pool, which is kind of weird. I guess that's probably just a lot of buildings. Tanya is in a very vulnerable position. There is only 3 rockets. Are targeting the Black Hawk, but Prinzpi, if he really wanted to, I think he could kill that without losing a Black Hawk. Maybe not so now, since he's had health, but the remnants of this army getting linked up, and Despro drops it off and instantly base pushes down here, so this is definitely dangerous. There is a lot of artillery. Unfortunately for him, he just needs anti-armor. Tanya does go down, and the Black Hawk is alive for now. Probably going to go down in just a second. Gets a medium tank for his trouble. Yeah, there's a lot of medium tanks to deal with there. Oh, the engineer is ready to cap something, but not yet doing it. This army's going to get into the back. Oh, this harvester not harvesting. That is unfortunate. And these artillery stuck on the base push turret right there. This is a lot of problems for Prinzpi right now. There's war factories there, SD's there. 1 harvester going down. Eco might be a problem too, but Despro's just running his infantry through, leaving a few tanks just to block that ref. Almost gets the harvester first trouble, but I think that could have gone a lot worse for Prinzpi. We got here a huge army. I think that was cleaning up something in the corner. That definitely could be doing something cool. Oh, and we got Marne layers out as well. All right, so this is Despro having a little bit of fun, I think. But here is another army to threaten Prinzpi. Finds a juicy, unprotected area. The harvester absolutely going to go down. Oh, artillery not going to hit his own troops. And what does Prinzpi do about, or what does Despro do about this? He's got a radar jammer, 1 artillery, which is going to be really good. That's another good shot right there. Oh, and he's baiting out Black Hawks. He's honestly killing that radar jammer. Not a bad idea at all. Oh, well, the Black Hawk's going to go down. Oh, just goes down. Takes a big chunk of his infantry, and now Tanya's going to have a field day. This MCV getting pushed back. I think it's going to get away, just barely. And his ref should be okay, as long as his artillery doesn't kill it. But hello, MCV. Goodbye, MCV. And yes, we are going to see the mechanic that just happened to be there. So that is a 10 out of 10 play. Just free MCV. And I bet you Prinzpi looks like he's aware of it. Or maybe he just thinks there's an army there, but that's really funny. Still base pushing going down here, so Despro's just all over this game. I feel like I'm actually struggling to keep up, but I'm just casting. And now this MCV getting captured is revealed since the ref. Prinzpi is blocking with his Ranger, so there's some cheeky tactics going on in this game. I love it. A gun here, because why not? And MCV is going to hide itself in the corner, but unfortunately, nope, they didn't lose sight of it. Ooh, nice little flank over here, gets 2 harvesters. Third one probably going to go down, unless that pillbox has something to say with it, and it looks like the pillbox says no, not today. But unfortunately, pillbox probably can't really deal with the medium tank. So that harvester likely to go down anyways. One more shot. One more shot, and gone. And medium tank's gonna get out of there. I think this base push finally stalled. Well, I keep hearing artillery. Oh man, another medium tank going down. And of course the MCV gets out of dodge. Despro somehow floating. 3 harvesters for Prinzpi. Ooh, that's brutal. And he's earned actually less now than Despro, so his eco situation has been quickly degrading, losing 3 harvesters here, not really mining from here. The Bane MCV dropping his turret and then moving away. I think that Black Hawk is trying to sniff it out though. Yeah, not having any harvesters here or harvesters here, that's really rough. Fortunately for Prinzpi, he does have a artillery there, so that turret is going to go down. Oh, but the Black Hawk is out of ammo. That is unfortunate. And this medium tank just blocking the ref, that is super annoying. Don't feel like too much has happened down here. Looks like harvesters got pushed off with the medium tank, but oh no, he missed the pillbox. Finally gets it. You know, getting a spy in here would not be a bad idea at all, just because Despro is floating AK, so getting 4K, not a bad idea. There's another turret there, why not? And he's just gonna go right down to the middle of the base, because again, why not? Although he's probably actually gonna die to this Black Hawk. And sure, why not just pop a turret and have it kill barracks, because why not? I actually don't know if that Black Hawk has enough ammo. I think it does. We'll have to see. Just barely. I think that was the last shot. Kills an old Derek, and then Tanya says thank you for the free stuff. Oh, and the turret does manage to get a barracks, so 600 for a turret, 600 for barracks. Not the worst turret in the world. Maybe it's 500 for barracks, I cannot remember. I think it's 500. It's 12 seconds. I don't know. Yeah, 500 for barracks, 300 for a power plant, 500 for advanced power plant. Little infantry detachment getting cleaned up there. This army just chilling. I feel like this army has been stuck here on this left side for pretty much this entire game. Another harvester going down there to that same medium tank. It's already up to vet 2. And Prinzpi is down to 3 harvesters once again. He is trying to expand that, although please don't kill your own MC with a errant artillery. That's a free medium tank for Prinzpi, so that's nice. He's got 3 Black Hawks here, which is really good. There is a longbow, and there is a bunch of artilleries, and yes, he is going to go for the big strike in the middle. As soon as his infantry decide he wants to get out of his way with artillery, so they're just absolutely struggling. I think they're eventually going to lose vision. Lots of base pushing still going on over here. It's mostly just defenses. Mostly just turrets too, which are struggling against these rockets. Those Black Hawks might have something better to say about that. Oh, perfectly timed AA gun gets 1. Oh, just 1. He should have moved the helicopter up. Prinzpi does not have his AA gun. His radar's there too, so if he loses his position, that's very unfortunate. Finally starting to reharvest from his vein, which is pretty critical. Imagine he was suffering a lot economic-wise. Yeah, man. Minute 16 and a half was just his low point. It looks like he's been recovering since then. Army value steadily in Despro's favor. Oh, mines. It's gonna be brutal. One more soldier goes down and then he retreats. And those artillery just on attack move. Gonna poke at those pillboxes. Doesn't have vision of them. Not with the longbow there, but Despro is in control of this game. This is his game to lose. He's even pushing back Prinzpi on this left side. Maybe artillery war going on. Prinzpi's gonna push through the space. I mean, there's some infantry there. Batani's still there. I think he'll be okay. Raider jammers, a little out of position. now Tanya is there, and goodbye all your infantry, and goodbye your refinery outpost with your helipad. We got a ship too, because why not? So the only thing we haven't seen now is a phase transport and a gap generator. I don't think we're likely to see a gap generator, but the way Despro's playing, it's totally possible, to be honest. Nice save from the Tanya instead of Leonard to get in the hitbox, but instead, Blackhawk is gonna rally itself all the way down, and then goodbye, Tanya. Sends in the real Rage Rammer to tank for the hitbox and almost kills it himself. It'd be funny if he actually killed it during that helipad kill. We got pillbox versus pillbox. The most exciting things in OpenRA. Oh, he got almost all the rockets. One survived. More pillbox versus pillbox, plus some rifles. Well, it's like Despro's pillboxes are actually being microed. There we go, Prinzpi. Oh, but he's shooting a husk. That's not great. Oh, and then his Blackhawk goes down. Looks like Prinzpi might be able to get the upper hand here, but nope. Despro is going to have more than enough on this reinforcements. I think we're okay. He's got a big flank up here too, and I don't think Prinzpi can really deal with that. Ooh, that artillery, brutal. And there is GG. So that was definitely a fun game for Despro. He was pulling out all the stops, which is always nice to see. Prinzpi just did not have any luck. I think he attacked this main base a few times and just gave up and left an army over here. Probably could use that army over there. And then, yeah, Despro's harvester kills were just incredible. That really hurt Prinzpi a lot. So that was a pretty good game, and I'll see y'all next time.
Battle control initialized.
And by next time, I of course mean right now, because we are going to do the Despro Power Hour. We're going to showcase a bunch of Despro games right all in a row. I mean, I'll probably split it up into a few parts because gotta have some entertainment value or something like that. But we're going to have Despro versus Prinzpi once again. This time we're on Vorpunkt. So this is pink dot map. Pretty interesting map. The comp center, I think it's one of the first ones to kind of really do this. I guess Mountain Ridge Redux kind of did something similar, but this is definitely unique with the way that is. Order's in the corner, Order in the middle, so Engineer first, always the right move here. I mean, I guess Grenadier rushing could be fun on this map. I don't think I've ever really seen it work out, but Despro is going to be France again. This time Prinzpi going to be Germany. I don't think we're going to see Chrono tanks, but, you know, there's always a chance. And it looks like Despro is going to send just a few rifles out to those communication centers. They're not the most important thing. I mean, you don't want to lose this one if you're expanding this way as Despro, just because it's annoying to have your opponent be able to freely see that. At the same time, like, okay, cool, I know he's probably going to expand there. If it was like minute 5 and I don't see him see a ref getting placed there and I have vision, I'd be very suspicious that something weird's happening, and I'd probably have scouted him before that, but there's always the off chance that he's trying to go out to this like right side, which is not ideal since, you know, double mine, more money. You can go out to this right side and then kind of base push here quickly, and that can just be really annoying because being this close to your opponent's base, if you're Prinzpi versus Despro here, can kind of hem them in. It makes us feel like they have to split between here and here since you can pretty much control. But it's all easier said than done, of course. Despro just singeing his soldiers a little bit, maybe hiding behind the tree. Prinzpi sending one rifle in here, but it's not going to have a good time. Oh, I do like that he was trying to force fire. Unfortunately, Despro was in perfect position there. It looks like Prinzpi did manage to take his opponent's comp center, and he's going to be able to take this back to line Olderich, but yeah, he's going to have to retreat his engineer all the way back. Probably great timing for the ranger to come out. Oh, what's Prinzpi going to do here? Gonna maybe just try to kill the Olderich later? Despro, I think Prinzpi can totally see that, yeah. Fortunately for him, he has one rifle there. That guy's not going to have a good day. Despro is trying to make a big concave there. Just kind of roll in, but doesn't find anything. One rifle not even revealing himself just yet. War Factory's out. It's kind of in a weird position. Despro's is in a little bit more understandable. But both of these are going to be very far for that double mine expansion. So I have a feeling that they're not going to go to the double mine. They're going to go to the single mine and just make me mad, which is totally possible. Oh, that rifle, so close. If it hadn't started shooting, Despro probably wouldn't have pulled that engineer back, and that engineer would probably be dead. So Despro is going to be able to capture his comm center for free. And Prinzpi not going for this back outside on Oil Derrick. Again, looks like he is just waiting for... Where is his engineer? Gotta be his ranger. Oh, actually, kills the engineer. Okay, so it's going to force out that kill order on the comm center, so that's nice. Not sure what these rifles have been doing. They've just kind of been patrolling back and forth. Despro's 3 rifles just kind of been chilling there the entire time. Despro's sending quite a big army down in the corner for no good reason, I don't feel like. Despro also really behind on his SD. And yeah, he's just really behind for some reason. I guess, again, the micro getting up to him. But, no! I was hoping for a good crush there. Said, light tank's just gonna poke, 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 poke. And there's the good crush. Okay. Thank you, light tank. So we got medium tank first for Despro. That's interesting. I don't feel like you really need to go medium tank first here, and maybe he wants to put on suppressor or do an early like tank flank or something like that, which he's been known to do. But I think getting your expansion on this map is pretty important. You don't have a whole lot of starting eco, and it's kind of like a weird starting eco. As you can see, he's got 3 harvesters over here, and only 2 over here. Prinzpi split his up a little bit better, but you definitely have to get those harvesters transferred sooner rather than later. Despro, okay, now I see why he's doing tank first. Is he's just moving out his main FC, which not a terrible idea. I think moving out before you build this racks and power plant a little bit better. Then you can deploy right here, racks, power plant, ref, and honestly, it's like a short skip to either just build racks, ref over here, and you don't really have to move that MC again, or something like that. But he's just gonna move out a little closer, totally fine. It's got 2 medium tanks, gonna get 3rd, I think 3rd, and then probably go for an MC. That's kind of the standard build when you go tank first, or at least heavy tank first. I guess I should clarify that even further. Not heavy tank as in the Soviet heavy tank, the heavy tank as in you're going heavy amount of tanks, because things are confusing and I'm not good at talking. And his Oil Derrick is not long for this world. And Despro's gonna have a really bad engagement here unless this light tank gets some good crushes, which it pretty much did. And Prinzpi is gonna get forced back there, but that could have gone really south. That light tank doesn't get the crushes there, or doesn't cause a scatter. I mean, yeah, Despro had the numbers there, but just the concave that Prinzpi had could have been really good. You didn't need to push those tanks in far. Just kind of sit them on the side and let your vision advantage do there. Let Despro A move, and then his units are going to get caught moving between cells, which is always really bad. Prinzpi thinking better of pushing that MC across. I'm not sure why. And again, he did a really quick out with his main. Looks like Despro did the same thing. So yeah, he did go 3 medium tanks. I think all 3 of those medium tanks are dead. So yep, Despro is now behind 1 tank. So his early pressure there did not work out. Lost his light tank as well. That ranger is still floating around somewhere. I'm sure it's down in the bottom right, still in Oil Derrick, and yes, it is. And Despro's going to come in here, probably kill the comm center. Prinzpi is totally aware of that. I'll send that tank back. I know you tried to, and it got in the way of a drag select. But that tank is useless in its red health. There you go. Pull it back. Oh, that's a great pillbox. Despro's going to lose a few amount of infantry. 1 more rifle just running the wrong way because bad pathing. Prinzpi's looking alright here. He's looking a little light on his rockets, and he's kind of deathballing, which is going to allow Despro to just to dive his main. That could be pretty bad. He's also apparently broke, when I'm not sure why. He's got 3 harvesters over there. Maybe they just now transferred over. But don't pull your whole army. Just half your army would be fine. And again, Despro on a really weird move order. It's 2 games in a row that he's kind of have these bad move orders. That poor tank, it's tried so hard to get back to his SD, and it just kept getting interrupted. It goes down. I do like that he eventually did split off a good amount of army. Despro, again, heavy on the flanks, which this map is very flank heavy. 2 flanks going on at once. It's just, it kind of depends on if you're wanting to be super passive, then you'll definitely lose to the flanks. Or if you're being really aggressive and your opponent's being really aggressive, whoever makes the decision first will probably win, just because your flank's going to get there a little bit quicker and there's not going to be an army to contest with. So he does have a pillbox up here, which is nice. It's a very common angle of attack on this map is just to hit this backside. And I think that flank did get spotted. Prinzpi is going to have an army. Ooh, he's pulling it away though. Just as this flank comes in too. So this flank's going to be really good because Prinzpi does not have it on its radar. He's got a huge army there. He's finally respawning, but yep, down goes the ref. That's going to hurt. Again, economy on this map is very weird. Losing that ref is going to hurt him. Oh, and his army's kind of getting clogged up in that little canalized feature right there too. But at least he is aware of this army. I mean, he should hunt that down. Both players up to tier 2, which is nice. Looks like Despro's been up to tier 2 a little bit longer. He's got a Black Hawk and a few artillery out. Pretty much common. You hit tier 2, you build a helipad, you start pumping out a Black Hawk, and you get like 2 or 3 artillery just to supplement your army. You know, it only takes 1 or 2 like decent shots to really swing a difference there. Man, Prinzpi he's trying to play passive and farm this army, but Despro is just waiting and buying it out. And now, as a result, he's going to have a pretty big army in the middle with some artillery support, which is always good for a base siege. And with those Blackhawks, he's going to be able to see there's not much there at all. He's probably going to get those tanks in front and just move in. And I think Prinzpi is probably going to have a bad time. He's going to find this army up here, but this tank's a little far in the front. Yeah, he's going to pretty much lose this for free, too. Those tanks taking the brunt of those pillbox damage. And he's got 2 mechanics there, so he's probably not going to even get close to losing a tank. And Despro's army up here. Looks like it's getting quashed. This attack right here. Oh, and the Blackhawks just whittling out all the rockets there. Insty's trying, but I think Despro is in a really good position here. This artillery could make a difference if it wants to hit something, but so far it's not. I think that's going to be a good shot. It was okay. Second shot. It was okay, and I think it's going to go down before it gets thrown. I think some artillery killed it. And now he loses his radar, so no more artillery. Oh boy. And Despro's just back here on the backside. 2 harvesters. This harvester just quitting. He's done for the day. Despro just running away with this game. He hasn't even really been attacked. This ranger could have been doing stuff. Tier 3 transition as well, so I'm sure Tanya is 20 seconds away, naturally. Another harvester just barely getting out of there. These harvesters are under threat now. That's a harvester hunting squad if I've ever seen one. Fortunately, Prinzpi is gonna see it. Gets a good attack move instead of a move command. He's gonna rout that army. Where is Despro's army? Yeah, he's got that, I guess, which isn't bad. He's probably gonna go back and kill that harvester on the top side. And where is Tanya? She's just chilling by the radar for now. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, something that I think a lot of people could get better at is just actually burning those Blackhawk ammo. You know, there's 8 rifles there. Having 8 rifles less is still an $800 value. You should get in for pretty much free. You know, it's not like these Blackhawks are doing anything else anyways. Basically just scouting, so don't be afraid to use your Blackhawk ammo. It's not like some precious elixir like you're gonna have to save in Final Fantasy or whatever. One harvester going down, second one barely getting away, but this one says I don't want to live in any world. I'm pretty sure this is the one that was stopped earlier, and it goes down. He's gonna try to kill that harvester, but I don't think it's happening. At the same movement speed, almost got close. I think it healed just a little bit with the help of the mechanic. And there was a big death of something over there. I see a few husks, and of course the Despro flanks just absolutely wrecking Prinzpi's economy again. He's down to 4 harvesters, and none of those harvesters are working right now. They're just running back and forth. Fortunately, this one's gonna get away for now. Oh, and Tanya, and a longbow, and Blackhawks. That was ouch. Prinzpi just getting taken to school here for this game. And this is why it's the Despro Power Hour. Finally gets clean up on the backside, pushes this army away. Harvester's still not refining. He's got 2 basically going. Finally gets Wilson back to work, but yeah, his economy is in a world of hurt. His assets are down. His income per minute is pretty low. It's 40% of what Despro's is basically. Oh no, and that tank just providing so much vision. Radar jammer just making those rockets pretty much useless. It's so annoying. Even a camo pillbox, so that was another thing we didn't see last game. And Prinzpi goes in and throws a towel on this one. So Despro looking super strong, super formidable there. And yes, your harbors were absolutely wrecked. I think that is a strength of Despro, is just killing your economy, and we all know your economy is super important to pretty much any RTS. So that was first game was definitely a little bit more fun. This one was just brutal, and kind of feel bad for Prinzpi. Just kind of got manhandled a little bit, but hey, it happens to the best of us and the worst of us and other people. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this time. We'll be back with some more Despro Power Hour, and I'll see y'all next time.